Now, if you think you've heard every instrument that's out there, then think again. A group of staff from the University of Central Lancashire are recording the sounds of extremely rare instruments and bringing them to our shores. The Global Sound Movement work with small and unknown communities around the world and fund each musician and musical community that they collaborate with. And some of the founders join me now in the studio. Guys, lovely to have you here with us today, Paresh and Phil. Now, this is an amazing project. I only learned about it today. People who don't know anything about it, tell us how the project began, how you set it up.
Initially, we went on a field trip to New York where we took a number of students and we did a pop-up exhibition for a fashion event. So we was out there for New York Fashion Week and we really enjoyed doing the work with the students, and we decided to take on another project, and this time we thought we'd put a music steer on this, and Phil's from the music background, he does music production, and we decided to take our students to an area which we've not been to, and thought we'd do some work with some real good benefits.
Fantastic. So it's benefiting the students and it's benefiting the communities you're working with. Now, these communities make musical instruments, and they may be instruments that we haven't seen or heard before, and it's these key sounds that you're recording, isn't it? Tell us what the format of the project is and what it is that you're trying to capture.
Essentially, yeah, every community that we work with throughout the world have got a history of making unique instruments out of materials local to that specific area, and sometimes even garbage or old crates, etc. But the music is so important within the communities. They use music to tell stories, etc., etc. So we go out to the communities, we work with them, we record some of their music, but essentially we're there to capture the sound of the unique instruments. We bring them back to the UK, and in post-production we package these sounds up as sound libraries, which are easy to play on keyboards if you're a music producer or composer, and we sell them, and all the money which is made from any of the sales goes directly back to the communities. And the last project, which is actually the first project, was in Uganda in Africa. And
we've actually got a clip of that which has got some of the music on, so we'll just take a look at that and then we'll talk about it. So that's not an instrument I can identify. Just tell us what we were looking at there and what we were hearing.
Okay, so the instrument there is actually called an akandinda, and it's a royal instrument. And the people that we just saw playing that instrument there are known as probably the main people who play that instrument within Uganda. Now, the interesting thing about that specific instrument is that every time they want to play it, they have to build one. So they
can't keep it?
No.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because they dig a rather large hole in the ground to act as the resonant chamber. And then they line that hole with banana trees, and then they put the keys down, which looks a little bit like a xylophone, but on a really large scale.
Okay.
And when those keys are struck, the sound resonates in the chamber in the ground. So to get that really authentic sound, it's got to be on specific ground, specific clay, etc.
I suppose the weather conditions are going to affect that as well, aren't they? The climate, with it being wet or dry, etc., or hot or cold. Amazing. I mean, it's interesting you said it was like a xylophone, because yes, I can see that now. Whereas to me, it just looked like a drum, really, but like a huge xylophone. But there must be an awful lot of these instruments all over the world. Tell us what you're going to do next. Where's the next sound going to come from?
Well, currently the Global Sound Movement are looking to go and work in Cyprus on the Greek side of the island and the Turkish side of the island, and record the wealth of musical instruments local to that specific region. And then following on from that, we intend to go to
Indonesia, Bali.
Fantastic. Sounds like a good holiday.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work, I'm sure it is. And what a tremendous idea. I mean, is this unique? I've never heard of anything like it before.
We've not come across anything else like this, and it's a real great way of showing that, you know, people can earn money from their creative.
And then we may hear samples of these instruments in pop
modern day music,
or classical, well, anything really, I suppose.
We're glad you asked us about that, because if you go to globalsoundmovement.com, Conflux Productions are actually releasing an EP which are exclusively using sounds from the Global Sound Movement, and that will be released within a week.
Yeah.
Fantastic, you got your plug.
Okay.
Guys, thank you very much for joining us. It sounds fantastic. Good luck with your next projects, and I look forward to hearing a bit more of your music.
Thank
you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.